not November, it's September the 21st, and I'm just starting a very haphazard vlog. I wasn't intending to vlog at all. I take that back. I had started a vlog earlier this week and I was going to upload it, but I'm not going to upload that footage for reasons that I might get into later on. Not later on in this vlog, but at another date. And so this morning I woke up and at about 8 because I had someone come to clean my couches at 9, so I knew I had to be up. And I knew what my plan was. I was like, I'm gonna get my couches cleaned. I'm gonna go get my Target order, which I'm about to do. And while I'm over there, I'm going to go look for some fall decorations at Hobby Lobby. And I kind of feel bad every time I go to Hobby Lobby because I am opposed to some of their stances on things, but I've had to just recognize that there's going to be a lot of businesses that do things or have policies that I just personally don't agree with, and if I just boycott every single one, there may come a point where I can't go anywhere. So I went in and I was supposed to get like just a couple of things for the fall. And as you can see, I'm still unloading bags from this cart into my car because I did a little bit more than just getting a couple of things. I went really hard on some things, which is surprising to me because I'm kind of the anti-fall girl. And it's not even that I'm anti-fall, I'm just anti-pumpkin spice latte season. And like the season of fall just ended up being like a casualty of my disdain for pumpkin spice anything or harvest flavored anything. And so when I realized that, and also remembered how much joy my Christmas decoration and my Christmas decor brings me, I said, let's lean in a little bit more into fall. Which is what I did. I'm looking for a cart return and I don't see one. So I got these decorations and I thought, well, this might make a good little Saturday vlog. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put this cart back. I'm gonna get my Target order and I'll be right back. Sorry, I really needed to focus on hauling that cart back up there. So I got all my stuff and I just loaded it in the car, and I just figured while I was standing in line looking at all the stuff that I had managed to put in that cart that maybe this would be a good vlog. I know that a lot of you enjoy just non-school related stuff, and I'm not completely transitioning from that. It's just I haven't gotten to a point where I have vlogged about school, but I will. That is coming up. I plan to do that this upcoming week. So I think this is just going to be like a one-day vlog that will primarily be centered around the fall decorations that I just purchased. And I think the other reason why I just kind of went off the rails is that my shutters are going to be installed on Thursday. And I was like, well, I need decor to match my new shutters. They're going to make my little condo look nice and cozy. That was part of it. So I'm going to go pick up my Target order right now. And I will probably get Starbucks. And I need to work. I don't know when I'll start putting all this stuff out, because some of the stuff is for the outdoor area, my porch area. And some of it is for indoors. But you'll see it. You'll see the end result, and I'll also just show you what I bought. Like, I'll show you the actual things that I bought, and then I'll put it where my intention is for it to be, and then I'll show it to you. And that'll be like the center of today's vlog, and maybe I'll talk about other things along the way. But happy Saturday, happy fall, y'all. And I'll talk to you tomorrow. I'm home now. I've been home for a while. I am cutting up some strawberries because I'm going to eat something. I haven't had a meal yet before I put everything out as far as my decorations. So everything's just kind of in a bag. I'll show you in just a second the amount of bags that I ended up leaving there with. But this day is not necessarily going the way I thought it was. I thought I was going to wake up, get the carpets cleaned at 9 o'clock, which that did happen. and then go pick up my Target order, you know, get a couple things for the fall from Hobby Lobby, and then come back and do schoolwork. But as of right now, I haven't done any schoolwork. I've done all those other things, but I'm also now in this very intense cleaning mode. I think because the carpet or the couches got cleaned, which cost me about $300. I decided, well, now the couches are clean. Let me go ahead and just take down the curtains and wash them. So I'm doing that. I know that before I put the stuff for fallout on the porch, I need to like clean the porch down, like get the little, what is that thing called? Leaf blower that my neighbor let me use, get all the dust out and everything before I put the new stuff out there. And that has led me to think like, you know, what else do I need to intensely clean? We'll see, but I'm gonna make some food, make something to eat. Then I'll show you what I have, but this is what the bag situation is looking like. Hold on. Now, when I see it on camera, it looks really bad. Like, but that's everything I got from Hobby Lobby. Those are the bags. There's Wolfie. He's like, I don't know what my mother's doing. I'm not going to say exactly how much I spent, but it wasn't terrible, you know, and I do have a separate account where I account for these moments. And then I took the curtains down, and they're being washed. So all the curtains are washed and the couches were cleaned and they're drying. That's the only downfall, is I can't sit on the couches right now because they need to dry. So I'll probably have to be upstairs for a bit. But one thing I already feel like I need to go back and get is I didn't get any sort of like floral centerpiece for this table here. And I have a feeling that when I put everything up, I'm going to feel like that's a spot that needs more fall feelings. But we shall see. So that's what I got. I'm going to make some food, eat it. And then I'll probably come downstairs and show you everything that I got and then put it where my brain thought it was going to go when I got it. So typically when I'm buying decorations, like there's areas that I'm thinking of when I'm picking up certain items. So we're gonna see if my vision of all of that was accurate. I'm usually pretty good at it. Like 9 times out of 10, I dare say almost 10 times out of 10, I can visualize something, a space, and the decorations I'm buying, and it'll work out. Like my living room, let me turn the camera back around. The living room, most of this was just visualized, not even measured. So like the couches and stuff were bought when I bought the condo, but I didn't even measure them. I just kind of visually remembered what the room looked like, knew where I wanted things to go. This was kind of like an because this is supposed to be with that, and in that sense I overestimated how much space I had in this room. So I remember when I moved in and this piece was there, we were all like, where are you about to put that? And then my dad and I got into a quote unquote little tiff because he has very particular ideas about what he wants in terms of decoration. I do too. And so and to this day, I just think it's a crazy idea. Sorry, Dad, if you watch. But he wanted me to have this like in the middle of the room, like as a seating option. And I remember him and I just going back and forth, and I was like, Dad, no. So I ended up putting it here, which I like because it just creates more seating. It rarely gets sat on. But yeah, everything in here was visualized. Those pictures, I visualized on that wall. I didn't necessarily have any measurements. I just thought, I think those are about the size I want them, and then accounted for the fact that they would be framed. Of course, before I paid for the framing, because that's expensive, I measured the wall, made sure it would all make sense. But when people ask about decorating, I don't even have like a technique or any sort of formal training. So I'm not ever really comfortable. I'm never really comfortable doing that for somebody else because I don't know what their mind is seeing, if that makes sense. Like I know what my mind is seeing and what I want. And I don't have to talk it through or explain it to anybody. And I don't know if that translates to me being able to hear someone talk about what they want and what they want to see, and then me being able to bring that to life for them. So I'm always honored, or it feels nice for people to think that I have the ability to do that for them, but I don't trust myself to do that for anybody else. So, but those are the bags. That's what I'm dealing with. I'm gonna tackle that after I eat, and I will show you guys what I got before I start putting things out. Okay, it is, what time is it now? It's almost 5 o'clock. This day has really gone by quite fast. I just finished eating not too long ago. I was also on the phone, so that took a minute. And while I ate, I watched an episode of The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, I think it's called, and that's all I can say. It's just, you know, people are doing some interesting and crazy things out there whilst, you know, proclaiming that they have just the higher moral compass and moral code, which is clearly not being proven to be the case. But enough about that. I have all my stuff here from Hobby Lobby. I'm going to show you everything that I can, or I'm going to show you everything and try and tell you what my plans are for it, and hopefully my battery doesn't die in the process. So the first thing I'm going to show you is not in a bag. It's just this, and you saw it earlier. It's just this big old sign that says "Hello Fall," which again, I'm surprised I got. What's nice about it is reversible also, so it also just says welcome on the back. So if I ever am at a place where I want something like that outside and it is not fall, I can use that. So it's like I got two things in one. So I'm just putting out, there is no rhyme or reason to these bags. And I'll try and tell you if it's an indoor item or outdoor. So the first bag has, I think, these two things in it. So these are some of the first things I picked up. These are pumpkins, obviously, but they have like little sparkle glitter detailing on it. I don't know if it's picking up on the camera. This is something that I intend to put in my living room, so I got one in that color as well as this color to be grouped together somewhere, probably on one of the end tables, I think is the technical name for the tables in my living room. So there's that. Here's another one. Different colors. So the goal is to put these in 3. I don't know where I read that, but you know, when you're decorating, groups of 3 always looks nice. So I got those 3. I think what I want is, I didn't want it to be like cartoony fall. I wanted to just be very stylish, chic fall. So that's what I was going for. I also got this one. I'm not 100% sure where this is gonna go, what it's gonna be grouped with, but I got it primarily because it's a different height, whereas the 3 that I just showed you are pretty much the same height. And when you put things in 3, you also kind of need some height differential. That sounds like I know what I'm talking about, but that's just what I've learned I like to see when I do that. And don't mind Luna, she's barking. And also, let me get my receipt out of this bag, just in case. And in a moment of honesty, you know, it's been a rough day being a dog mom. They're barking excessively. She's barking at the leaf blower right now, and I need her to get over that. And Wolfie's just been barking because people are living their life outside. So the other thing I got is this, another pumpkin. This actually is made to hold like a little, what are those candles called? Those little teeny tiny candles. I'm not ever gonna put one in there. This is just gonna be for decorative purposes for me. This is obviously indoors. I don't know exactly where I plan to put that yet, but I liked it. Next, I got 2 pillows that look like this. It says welcome on this side, and it's just patterned on the back. These are meant to go on the patio furniture that I have outside. I might also decide to put them inside. I don't know. If I put them inside, I'll definitely use this side, I think, because I don't want 2 pillows to say welcome. That's over welcoming. So, and I don't want one saying welcome and the other one not, because I want them to match. But my original intent is for them to go outside, so that's what I'm gonna try first. I also got a new, be careful, wreath hanger for the door, because it was fall themed. I do have one already, but this one I thought was cute because it had the little fall leaves on it. And I don't know if I mentioned, but everything in there was 40% off. So all of this was on sale. This is for indoors, and it's a little leaf wreath that I plan on putting on top of the fireplace. Just kind of dangling that there. So it alternates between like gold leaves, do a better job, gold leaves, and then like burlap leaves. So I got that. Next, this goes outdoors. I'm gonna try this. This is a trend that's been around for a while. Just keep an eye on her. This is but I also might do this inside because I don't know if I want this to get dirty. One of those black, what is this pattern called? Buffalo strips? Buffalo? You know what I mean. This checkered, we're gonna call it that for right now, floor mat. And on top of the checkered floor mat, do I see it? My plan is to, where'd it go? I just had it. Where it went. But I'll show it to you. There's another mat that I plan to put on top of that because I want that whole layered look. Oh, is this it? Yeah. Gosh. So my plan is to put this on top of the checkered mat and see how I feel about that. But again, I might decide to put that indoors. I don't know. But those are the two things I got in terms of floor mats. And then I got another one that is meant to be indoors, but it's actually an outdoor one that looks like this. I have a feeling that one of these is going to end up being returned. I'm not sure, but again, I just got all of them and decided when I get home, I'll figure it out and play around with it, and then we'll go from there. I also got this. This is for indoors. This is a table runner to put on my dining room table so that there's fall coloring in here. I don't know how I'm gonna feel. My little yellow plant is sitting on top of that, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. I wouldn't even be surprised if I went to Target tonight once I put all this out and I felt like I needed a plant there. I wouldn't put it past myself to end up at Target looking for that plant, because once I decide to put new decorations out, I need it to be completely finished by the end of the night. I can't be like, oh, well, eventually I'll go and get a plant. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow or the next day. I become very obsessive about it, and it all has to be done in that one night. It becomes my life's mission. So we'll see. Oh, I got another pumpkin. Again, I don't know where this is gonna go. I just like the height of it and the color of it. And is there anything else in this bag? I don't think so. I got this. Mommy's vlogging. That's what she's doing. Luna's looking at me like, what are you doing? I got this sign that I intend to put in the house on the little bar area of my kitchen. I got this. Make sure I don't mess this up. Get down, Luna. This is to go outside by the front door on either the same side as the sign or the opposite sign. I haven't decided that yet. I think we're down to the last bag. And in the last bag, we got this. I think this one's my favorite. This one's actually cloth. So another pumpkin. And I got a new wreath that looks like this. So you can see the color scheme. I'm trying to just keep it like neutrals, browns. I don't want scarecrows and cartoonish pumpkins. I just want it to feel like it's grown people's fall. Grown folks fall is what I was going for on the inside and on the outside. So I'm going to put all this stuff out, and then I will show you the finished product. I'm probably gonna dust down the front porch area first. So I'll see you soon. Okay, so this is how the front is looking so far at the door. And my initial thoughts are something's not working for me. I don't know what it is. I don't know if I need a more brown toned wreath, a different rug. As you can hear, Wolfie's barking again, which is why he's been getting on my last nerves today. But that's the door. Those are the chairs. I'm just not sure what I'm gonna do. I don't know. I think I'm gonna try this rug and this mat inside the house to see how I feel about that. But as far as the outside is concerned, I'm not 100% sure yet. I'm pretty sure I'll be going back to Hobby Lobby though tonight. Okay, so I've made a decision. What I want is more orange and brown, like deeper fall colors outside on the porch. So I'm taking the big fall sign back, the pumpkin sign back, the wreath back, and more neutrals on the inside. So far everything on the inside is working. I'm not going to show it to you yet because right now everything's kind of in a disarray, and I'd rather show you the finished product when things are put away. So I'm going back to Hobby Lobby. I'm in Hobby Lobby right now, feeling very indecisive, just lost in all the fall. Second guessing myself right now. I haven't found a replacement for that big sign that said fall, and I don't want to come back here tomorrow. I want to really choose wisely, and I'm lost, guys. I have some things. I'm kind of confident about them, but also kind of not. But it's a process. So, fingers crossed that I've gotten this figured out. Okay, so I switched the wreath out. So it's more darker tone. That wreath was more expensive than what I think it should be. This was the real dilemma. So like when I was vlogging in Hobby Lobby, I was looking at this thing because I really don't want cartoonish fall decor, and once we start putting scarecrows up, that's when I feel like I'm veering towards cartoonish. But I think this works. It's like as far as I'm willing to go. I switched the rug that I had and got this one that said come in and cozy up, because that's what everybody likes about fall, is it's cozy time. I had these two pumpkins from last year, but I feel like I need something else there, and I actually just flipped these pillows over and took the ones that were behind it away, so it says welcome. And I haven't decided if I'm going to leave it that way or just put it back like this. Let's see. You know, and leave it like that. So I don't know. I have a feeling I'm gonna leave it like that because for some reason I don't like the fact that it's saying welcome twice. It's annoying me. But that's the update. I'm gonna go inside now and eat some dinner, sit down, rest my nerves. And I am sad to say, or not sad, so much as embarrassed. Embarrassed to say that my return, you know, I took the things back to return it and, you know, purchased the things that I thought I needed it to replace it. And that receipt was longer than the original receipt, which basically means I spent more money this time around than the first time, knowing that there might be some things I take back. And also, again, I'm just okay with it, A, because I know that I budget for things like this, and B, not that everything that I'm doing is some kind of self-care, but a lot of the things that I've been doing recently are things that I'm doing, and I'm doing it simply because it makes me feel good and that I can do it. So again, like I said, I don't know if I said it earlier, when I bought the decorations for Christmas a couple years ago and realized I wasn't really going full-blown decorating my house because I was like, I'm not married, I don't have kids, like, who am I doing it for? And then just suddenly one Friday night decided I'm doing it for me. And then just the after effect and the feeling I had sitting at home surrounded by decorations and how much joy that brought me. That's the same approach I'm taking with this, is that you don't have to have kids and a husband to go full blown and do these things. If it really makes you happy and it brings you joy and you can do it, do it. So that's what I'm doing. So yeah, I'm gonna eat dinner, calm down, put the house together, and I'll either show that to you tonight or tomorrow because I still have to put the curtains back up and everything. Okay guys, it is 11:15 and I am tired. I think I've done all I can do today with my fall decor, and I think this is pretty much what it's gonna look like for now. I believe this is the beginning of more layers to be added down the line. But let me just show you around. This is what we have going on. This is just like a little garland that I picked up when I went the second time. And I just put that there, and it has like just some fall colors in it. And it matches the runner here, which is why I got it the second time around. And then I just put this together as like a little floral arrangement. Bunch of little pumpkins. I do think that I'm gonna get like something to go on each side of this right here. And the tag is left on everything because this is a trial run. We're just seeing how we feel. I also got the curtains put back up. I have this little fall sign there. And they had a white one, but I didn't get the white one because the countertop is white and I felt like it would just bleed in. So that's there for right now. I'm not sure how I feel. It's possible that I'll move this from here to there and that from there to there. I also got this little bowl with scented pine cones and things in it. My battery is about to die, so hopefully I get through all of this. Here's where I put this placemat instead. I brought it inside. Again, trial run. I have this little pillow that I got here on my second run to Hobby Lobby that says sweater weather. Here are the little knickknacks I got on this table. I did buy or put the coasters out for fall. Wolfie and Luna are sleeping as if they've been doing all the work today. I bought these two pillows and put these things on this table here. And here's a little, if it'll focus, this is where I put the garland sitting there. The pumpkins that I think I showed you earlier. These two trees were purchased my second time there, as was this sign and this green pumpkin and this little thing that has three little pumpkins and this acorn. I didn't really find anything to put on this table. That bowl with the pine cones in it is what I thought was gonna go there, and I just didn't like it. So here is at least the living room view. I think it feels like fall. It's a good start. I think once the shutters are in, it'll be nice and cozy. I did also buy a fall candle from Bath & Body Works because I wasn't sure if I had any fall candles, but I did because I buy candles during that sale in December, and I stocked up on some fall ones when I did that last year. But that's really it. Well, hello. I think it's days later. It's been some days, and I believe the last thing that I showed you was late Saturday night. The finished product of what I thought would be my fall decor as I came down from the decorating high that I was on this past Saturday. And so I showed it to you and said, like, this is how it's gonna be. And then I went to bed and I woke up and said, this is not gonna work. I ended up not liking the dining room table and that setup. I didn't like that the stuff in the dining room area didn't really match the living room area. So I had to haul on back. What did I end up doing? I didn't go to Hobby Lobby because Hobby Lobby is closed on Sundays. But I went to Michael's and Target to see if I could find anything else. And I did. So I'm gonna show you what is now really the finished product. It's not perfect because I just got home from work. If I look a little beat down and busted, it is parent conference week and I have been talking for hours on end every day this week and I'm really, really tired. But I definitely wanted to get this clip in because not only did I finish, just trying to watch Luna, make sure she's not about to do something she shouldn't do. Not only did I finish decorating for the house or for fall, but I also got my shutters installed today and I knew they were gonna be installing them on Thursday and I was like, you know what, I'll wait and show them what I ended up really deciding as the final look for the fall decor when the shutters are up so you can get that full picture. Hold on a second. Okay, I had to dress Luna. So I'm gonna show you what everything looks like. It's not perfect, like the house is in a little bit of a disarray for me because it's the work week, there's mail out and all of that. So I'm just gonna show you well, first let me show you the living room with the shutters. Do you guys see that? The shutters have been installed. I love it. I have wanted shutters all my life since I can remember. I've just always loved houses with shutters on them. So they were installed today. I went through 3-day blinds. I had a pretty good experience from the consultation to the person that came down to measure to the installation. My parents were kind enough to be here today while they installed it. The guy that I spoke to this morning when he got here was very nice because I had to ask him upstairs if he would be able to move the treadmill back for me because you have to move all the furniture 4 feet away from the windows, remove any accessories. So I had to move the treadmill in my office away from the window and my brother had to come last night to help me do that. And so when I was talking to the installation tech this morning, I asked him, when you finish in that one particular room, would you mind moving the treadmill back? And he's like, oh, sure. And he called me and asked me how far did I want him to move it. So it was great. So this is the living room. Nothing changed here. Like everything that I showed you on Saturday, I think is the same. The only thing that changed is the shutters being installed. But I really like how this turned out. I feel like it's just enough. I think I did add a pillow. I did add this pillow here. I got this from Michael's. It says get cozy. And I think I moved this from here. Like these two trees were here and this was there. And I just decided I wanted it to be somewhere else. And then here is the true final finish of the dining room. I just wanted these colors to tie in more with what's in the living room so that it felt more cohesive, and I definitely like this better. So I kept this container that I got from Hobby Lobby. Did I get these? Oh, these two little side fake flowers are from Michael's, and then I took out the stuff from Hobby Lobby that was in there, and that's currently in my car to be returned, and I put this in. That's for Michael's, and I got this wreath from Michael's. So I just think it feels more complete or more purposeful, excuse me, or more cohesive. I don't know, but that's it. That is the house with the shutters too. So yeah, you know what? If you enjoy this vlog, although it was spontaneous and sudden and I feel like a little sporadic and had a gap in it, please give this video a thumbs up. If you like my fall decor, give it a thumbs up. If you like the changes that I made, give me a thumbs up. If you'd like to leave a comment, please do. All of that is great. I love interacting. I will make sure and try to respond to all of you as soon as I can. I do think the next vlog will be a little bit more school based, but then again, I don't know. Like, the school year is kicking my butt, but not in a terrible way, but at the same time, it is still kicking my butt. So, Like I said, this is parent conference week. I have like 3 more to go, but Taylor and I are worn out. We've had conferences back to back to back, going from having about 26 students to about 36 students. Like, there are no breaks. Like, we're just talking nonstop, so we're exhausted. And there goes Luna. But anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed this vlog. And as always, I hope that you guys are well. And if you're not well, please be well. And I will see you guys in the next vlog.